Hello. Today's topic I am going to discuss about the functions of human body. Uh, in my last video, I have already discussed some of the functions, that is metabolism, which includes anabolism and catabolism. Anabolism is the constructive process, whereas the metabolism is the destructive or breakdown process. This is from anatomy lessons for BSc and MSc students, and it is especially for biology students. Okay, so let's move in this video. I'm going to discuss the responsiveness, another functions of life or human body. Responsiveness means we respond towards every type of stimuli. The stimuli, that means we receive external and internal signals. Here I have written internal and external. Responsiveness, the first point I have written here. Responsiveness is the ability of an organism to adjust to changes its internal and external environment. Not only the external environment, it includes the internal environment also. I have given some example, that is organism moving towards food, water and away from the perceived danger. These are one type of responsiveness. The responsiveness is two types. Okay, one is external and another is internal. Okay, internal. External means we feel pain, touch, cool breeze, heat, cold. These are all in external stimuli. Internal means whenever we have pain, fever, cold, these are all the disturbances of the body we feel from the internal core of our body. This is called the reaction towards this stimuli are called responsiveness. Let's move to the second point. Second point I have written here: changes in an organism's internal environment. Here, such as increased body temperature, it is an internal environment, can cause the responsiveness of sweating. If we feel heat, immediately we sweat so that our body can cool. And dilation of blood vessels in the skin. Dilation in blood vessels in the skin, that means blood vessels spread so that more blood will flow at faster rate, and it will increase the body temperature so that we can resist during the cold in order to decrease the body temperature. That is called as vasoconstriction. So let's move to the next responsiveness here, the movement. Movement means any type of movement, that is including locomotion or any movement. We walk from one place to another, a displacement from of our body, and the cellular movement. Whenever we are reading, our eyes are blinking, and whenever we are talking, our lips are also in motion. These are all include the any kind of changes in our body includes movement. Here, human movement includes not only actions at joints of the body, but also mention individual organs and even in individual cells. The second point here is our body is coordinating the action of entire muscle groups to enable us move air into and out of our lungs. To first we breathe. How we breathe? Whenever we take air into our body, the diaphragm expands downwards so that the lungs is filled with oxygen, and when we expel out carbon dioxide, the diaphragm pushes back the lungs so that oxygen can expel out of the body. This is the coordination of action of group of muscles. Okay, so that we can respire. This is also one example of movement. To push the blood throughout our body. So in arteries and blood circulates through our body due to the pumping movement of heart. This is including the movement, and to propel the food. This is to propel the food you have eaten through your digestive tract. It is also a type of movement, and this type of movement is called as peristalsis movement. Okay, peristalsis movement. So we can say it here, the movement occurs inside our body. Now the third point is here. Cautiously, of course, we contract our skeletal muscles to move bones of our skeleton to get from one place to another. Okay, and to carry out all the activities of our day-to-day life. How we can move? This is coming under locomotion, our skeletal system and muscular system under our willing or voluntary motion. This is one type of voluntary motion. When we want to move from one place to another, it is coordinated by our muscle and skeleton, and this is one example of movement. There are lots other examples of movement, and this is one form of human life. Okay, I am discussing here the responsiveness and movement. I hope it is clear now. Thank you for watching. In my next video, I will discuss other life processes. Okay, bye.